Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Paralegal Counseling Training. This is your host, Dr. Mfumbo. Today we are starting the course entitled Labor Law. As we may know that labor is one of the major capitals on the market, and there are a lot of conflicts in the labor market, and the conflicts comes about between the workers and also the employers. Now, the legal system has been created to bring harmony between two parties. So now, um, labor law, it is a civil law, which is a specialized law in terms of which is sometimes called industrial relation law, or it is also called employees law. So in this course, we are going to look at different things, and we are going to look at what the really compasses the labor law, and how we can bring about the balance between the workers and also the employers. One thing that we have to know is that both of these they have got rights, and their rights needs to be protected. The employers are there; they are there to make business, and also their employees, they are there to earn a living. So there must be harmony between these two parties, and the harmony can only come when there is an agreement between these two parties. Now, where there is a dispute, no one should be able to take law on his own hands. There must be guidance on how to resolve the conflicts between the employers and the employees. And that is where now this course, labor law, comes in. So in this course, the purpose of this course is to train. When we look at the purpose, is to train paralegal counselors on the importance of labor law and expose them to the various concepts of organizational structures. This course will enable the paralegal counselors understand the relationship between the employer, the worker, and the union. And it will also make the trainee to understand how the industrial relations court perform their duties in case there is a dispute between the employer, union, and workers. So what is the aim of this course, or what do we expect at the end of this training? So at the end of the training, we expect that learners should be able to understand and be able to define collective labor law. And it all the we are secondly, we want to impart the knowledge and understanding of the learners on the relationship between the union, worker, and also employer. Then also it is important, or it is important to understand that healthy is very important, and also safety in the working places, because healthy and safety cannot amount, or working cannot amount to the life of a person. So how do we balance up what is called the occupational healthy and safety? Then we'll look also and how to handle trade disputes in case it arises. So there are four objectives that we are going to focus on this course. Number one, the correct definition of labor law. So learners must be familiar with the term labor law, and they must understand it. They should be able to define it, and from their head. And when it comes to the term labor law, you should know the content and what is required on this law. Then the other thing, the second thing that we are looking at, it is the relationship between the union worker and the employer. So as at the end of the course, you must be able to understand and be able to know what is the duty of the employers, the duty of the union, and the duty of the employees or the workers. Then you have to be, the third thing is that you have to be able to understand the healthy of workers. Healthy is very important, and if there is something that brings a lot of challenges in the working place, it is the safety of workers. So in the case of an accident, and there is especially the permanent um, accident, what is the responsibility of the employers, and also what measures as the employees or workers are supposed to take, so that both are protected and both are able to do a right thing. Then the last thing that we are going to look at, we want you to learn and to know, is how to handle trade disputes in case when they arise. Uh, I want us to understand that the employers and the employees, they work in different worlds. Well, what I mean they live in different worlds is that their perspective and their interests are different. So that because of the difference of interests, that is where now the disputes comes in. So as the paralegal counselors, you have to be able to balance up the two, because you are the mediator. So you should be able to look at the welfare of the workers and also at the welfare of the employers. You also have to look at the interest of the workers and also the interest of the employers. Then you need to reconcile between these two parties and be able to bring in something that is going to make these two parties be able to work on the same goal. The employers and the employees, or the employers and the workers, they are like a Leo line which has got two lines. So the other line cannot go without the other line. So the employers and the employees are two parallel lines which needs each other, and they need to work together for them to achieve the common goal. So for the employer to achieve what they want to achieve, they need the employees, they need the workers. And for the workers to achieve what they want to achieve, they need the employers. So these two people are inseparable. Now, if one party thinks they carry all the powers, then that is where now the problem comes in, because between these two people, there one party, like the employers, they have got powers, and the employees, they have got rights. So now rights and powers, they move at the same level. So no, if you have got rights, don't think that you then you can abuse your rights over the powers of someone. No, each party must exercise their rights and their powers within the confinement of the law. So those are the things that has to be looked at. Now let's look at the course content or course outline. What are we going to look at in this course? There are six topics or six course subjects that we are going to look at in this course. Number one, we are going to look at the introduction to labor law. So we are going to look at introduction to labor law. Then we are going to look at the occupational safety and health. And the number three, we are going to look at the law relating to remuneration of workers. When we talk about remuneration of workers, we are talking about the payments, the wages of workers. What law governs that? What are we? What as the law governs that? I'll give you an example like. In Zambia, we have got what is called the limited, the minimum wage. So those are the law relating to remuneration. Now, the fourth thing that we are going to look at, law relating to training. Now, what law relates to training of workers? Now, I want us to know when we look at the labor law, there there are a lot of acts, or there are a lot of administrative laws that have been enshrined by the governments in how to handle the workers. So we'll look at those laws that, like the laws that relate uh, to the training of workers, the law that relates to the safety of workers. That's where now we have got the compensation. We have got other workers' compensation and other laws that governs and that guides and that should be the employers must look at if they are employing somebody. Then we are going to look at also the law relating to work injury and benefits, emerging issues and trends. So there at the working places, there are a lot of things that happens. So it is very important to look at what happens with the employer or the employee as is injured. So, and what are issues that governs that? We'll also look at the employment contract. When we talk about the employment contract, we're also looking at the what is called collective agreement, the agreement or the document that relates where the employers and the employees agree on. And also that is where we look at the employers and the employees central the favors that they give, like in a contract there must be a giving and taking. So when we talk about the contract, there must be someone who is giving and someone who is taking. Now on that one, what are the things that governs? So employment law becomes what is called a civil law, because it's a contract that the employer and the employee gets in. Then lastly, we are going to look at law relating to trade disputes and safety issues. The law that looks at the that relates into with what is called the disputes. When there is a dispute, how should the employers act, and how should the employee act? This is where now the conflict comes about, like the rights of the employees to go on strike or to demonstrate the dispute, and also the right of the employers to fire people that they feel they are not supposed to work. Now, how do they balance up in this situation? So those are the things that we are going to look at. Now, as we do this training, we expect that you have to be able to do the assignments at every subject and at every topic. There will be an assignment that shall be given, and you have to do what is called class presentation. So you are expected to do class presentation and to be able to write some of the papers. Now, there will be a major paper which is going to be a research paper for you to complete this course. So there are two types of assessment that we have. We have got number one, the class assessments, whereby you have to do the presentation, class presentation, every time the topic is given. And there is also the summative assessment. The summative assessment is that you are expected to summarize your, or to write a paper, a research paper, which is going to be given, and you are supposed to submit it in a PDF. It should have the cover page, the title, which is the title page, the table of contents, the bibliography, and it should have the main board. So you have to write a paper of not less than 5 pages on the topic that is going to be given to research. So hope we are going to enjoy this learning, and I believe that you'll be able to accurately handle the labor matters at your level as a paralegal counselors. Now, we have to know that as paralegal counselors, we are semi trained. So we need to gain interest to learn more. So what I'll just be giving you, it is just a hint, and it is up to you to go in depth and also get more information about the labor law. Thank you so much for today. We end here. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Enjoy the lesson. And by the end of this course, I believe that you will be able to understand what labor law is all about.